A sprint weekend at one of Formula One's most electrifying circuits is upon us, and the storylines are almost too good to be true. We've got McLaren's internal rivalry boiling over, Max Verstappen's relentless hunt for redemption, and the Texas heat ready to push every driver and every tire to its breaking point. The United States Grand Prix is here, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Austin, Texas, the beating heart of American Formula One, always puts on a show. The fans bring the energy, the circuit brings the chaos, and this weekend could redefine the entire championship picture. The Circuit of the Americas, or COTA, stretches 3.426 miles through the Texas hills with 20 corners that mix every kind of challenge imaginable. There's the ultra-fast sweep through the S's in Sector 1, the slow technical hairpins in Sector 3, and the endless run-up that legendary hill into Turn 1, one of the most iconic corners in modern Formula One. It's blind, steep, and absolutely brutal. The kind of corner where races are won and lost. That run into Turn 1 has given us countless memories. 3 wide dives, impossible overtakes, and heart-stopping chaos on lap 1. And this year, with the 2 McLaren drivers side by side on the front row, it could be the moment that decides everything. But before we even get to Sunday's main event, we've got the sprint format to spice things up. This means Friday gives the teams just a single hour of practice. 1 hour to get their car balance, tire setup, and strategy locked in before heading straight into sprint qualifying. Then on Saturday, things get wild. A 19-lap sprint race in the morning, followed by the main qualifying session in the afternoon. That's 4 flat-out sessions across just 2 days. No time to breathe, no time to fix mistakes. And for teams like McLaren, who are walking a tightrope between 2 title-contending drivers, that's a recipe for fireworks. And if the schedule wasn't enough pressure, the weather's here to make things even spicier. Austin will be scorching this weekend. Forecasts show 33 degrees Celsius on Friday and Sunday, with track temperatures climbing close to 50 degrees Celsius. Tire degradation will be massive, especially through the long radius corners that punish the rear tires. The Pirelli compounds will be on a knife's edge. Push too hard and they'll overheat. Play it safe and you'll get swallowed up. Strategy will matter more than ever. Now, let's talk about the title fight. Because this isn't just a race, it's the next chapter in one of the most intense intra-team battles we've seen in years. Oscar Piastri leads Lando Norris by 22 points after the Singapore showdown that changed everything. That Turn 1 incident between the two, where Norris clipped Piastri, exposed just how fragile McLaren's so-called team harmony really is. The team's papaya rules, their internal guideline to keep things calm between drivers, are now officially gone. The message from the pit wall is simple: they're free to race. But freedom comes with consequences. Behind the scenes, Piastri's camp, led by his manager Mark Webber, has been ramping up the pressure. Webber's been there before. He knows what it feels like to be the number 2 driver, watching a teammate get preferential treatment. He's reportedly pushing McLaren hard to ensure Piastri gets fair play, and if not, he's ready to look elsewhere. Maybe Ferrari, maybe Red Bull. It's leverage, and he's using it. The tension is thick. Both drivers know one mistake could end their title hopes. And with the sprint format providing 4 sessions of direct head-to-head racing, sprint qualifying, sprint race, main qualifying, and the Grand Prix, there are 4 opportunities for drama, 4 chances for contact, and 4 potential flashpoints that could blow this whole thing wide open. And while McLaren's drivers are fighting each other, Max Verstappen is lurking, watching, waiting, calculating. He's 63 points behind Piastri, which looks like a mountain to climb. But with 6 races remaining and 199 points still on the table, Verstappen is far from finished. Red Bull's recent upgrades have revived their pace, and Max looks like a man on a mission. Remember 2021, when the title went to the wire lap after lap under the heaviest pressure imaginable? Verstappen doesn't blink. He doesn't break. And if McLaren's young guns start taking points off each other, Max will be there to capitalize. Cold, ruthless, efficient. COTA is a circuit that should theoretically favor McLaren. The MCL39 is a monster in medium and high-speed corners, and the long straights here allow their power unit to stretch its legs. But the sprint format throws everything into chaos. Limited setup time means mistakes are inevitable, and even a tiny miscalculation could drop a car from the front row to the midfield in seconds. Then there's the heat. Tire degradation will dictate everything. Teams will have to choose between an aggressive two-stop strategy or a conservative one-stop gamble. And let's not forget, a poorly timed safety car can flip the entire race upside down. It's COTA, after all. Safety cars here are almost guaranteed. But the moment everyone's waiting for, the one that could define the season, is turn 1. That blind uphill corner is more than just a corner. It's a statement. If Norris and Piastri arrive side by side, will they give each other space? Or will one of them roll the dice and risk it all? Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, is in the hot seat. His job isn't just to win races, it's to keep his drivers from destroying each other. Zach Brown, ever the showman, says he wants both drivers to have equal opportunity. May the best driver win, he says. But deep down, he knows the truth. If they collide again, the whole championship could slip away in an instant. And if that happens, Verstappen will be right there to strike. Saturday's schedule will be brutal. The sprint race is short, intense, and rewards aggression. Expect wheel-to-wheel battles, bold overtakes, and maybe even some contact. Then, just hours later, both drivers must reset for the main qualifying, physically and mentally drained, but with everything still to fight for. For Piastri, this weekend is about control. He needs to defend his lead, show maturity, and prove he deserves the #1 seat at McLaren. For Norris, it's about redemption, proving he can be more than just fast, that he can be ruthless, consistent, and championship caliber. And for Verstappen, it's about patience, staying close, scoring points, waiting for McLaren to crack. Austin also kicks off a brutal triple header of sprint weekends. Texas, Mexico City, and Brazil, all offering extra points. That's 3 races where the championship could swing massively. If McLaren handles Austin perfectly, they'll have a clear path to Abu Dhabi. But if things explode here, if the drivers clash, if Verstappen claws back 20 or 30 points, then we could be looking at one of the most chaotic title fights in years. COTA has a reputation for chaos. It's given us Hamilton versus Vettel, Verstappen's late race heroics, and more drama than any circuit deserves. And this weekend, with everything on the line, it's about to deliver again. So the question is simple. Who comes out of Austin alive in this championship fight? Can McLaren keep their composure, or will internal chaos hand Verstappen an opening? Can Piastri hold his nerve? Will Norris finally break through? No matter what happens, one thing's certain. The Texas sun won't be the only thing burning this weekend. So strap in, grab your cowboy hat, and get ready for the wildest showdown in Texas. Because the only thing hotter than the asphalt this weekend might just be the tempers in the McLaren garage.